G'day everybody, we're gathered to celebrate the life of Margie's brother, Cedric. And one of his favourite songs was this one, When We All Get to Heaven. And our friends have come up from Tenterfield. And welcome to Trevor and Heather and Margie and Jeff. And we'll sing this song and they'll tell us a little bit about Margie's brother.
Sing the wondrous love of Jesus, sing His mercy and His grace. In the mansions bright and blessed, He'll prepare for us a place. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory.
Well, my brother was Cedric, yes, and he was a couple of years older than me, about 3 years older than me, and as far as I can remember, as long back as I can remember, he's always trusted the Lord, always walked with the Lord, and when he was diagnosed with cancer, the doctors gave him a year to live. And he said, good, I'm going to make best of this year. I'm going to evangelise like I've never evangelised. And he did. And he was at Gideon's. He'd been in the Gideon's sharing Bibles with schools where he could, hospitals, motels, wherever they'd take Bibles. And he found one in the hospital that he was in. And the nurse, he was reading one day, and the nurse said to him, what are you reading? And he said, the best book in the world.
Wow.
And he said, you want to know what it is? She said, yeah. And he said, come here and listen to this. And he read her scripture. And she said, wow. Is that the Bible? I didn't know there was anything in there like that. And he said, there's a lot of good things in there like that. Now I'm going to give you this Bible. And he gave her his Bible and he marked where to read. And he said, you keep reading and you ask God to show you and to understand the word. And she went off, a very happy woman. And then he just kept doing that with people, things like that in the hospital. And then he got to the stage where he couldn't do that anymore. But he just kept sowing the seed wherever he was. I remember years and years ago we were doing a pioneer work in Zilmia in Brisbane. And Cedric had this little old cranked up model. What was it?
Little
Ford
utility.
Yeah. And he got it all snazzed up, and then he said, I'm going to go house to house and pick up all these kids. These parents won't bring them to Sunday school, so I'll go and get them. Wow. And every Sunday morning he'd get up early, we'd milk the cows and get everything all ready on the farm, and then off we'd trundle, and he'd go and pick all these kids up, and he took dozens of children to school.
All stacked in the back.
All stacked in the belt. Yeah, no seat belts in those days. And some of those kids now are pastors.
Yeah.
They've grown up and they know the way of the Lord too. So, sing the wondrous love of Jesus. And Cedric used to know all these off by heart like we do, all us oldies.
While we walk the pilgrim pathway, clouds will overspread the sky. But when travelling days are over, not a shadow, not a sign. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. Let us then be true and faithful, trusting, serving every day. Just one glimpse of Him in glory will the toils of life repay. When we all get to heaven, What a day of rejoicing that will be when we all see Jesus. We'll sing and shout the victory. Put to the prize before us, soon His beauty will behold. Soon the pearly gates will open, we shall tread the streets of gold. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. Hallelujah!
Yes, we will.
'Tis good.
Thank you, Lord.